Human Rights Watch is accusing the US of failing to provide compensation to Iraqis who were held captive and tortured in the infamous Abu Ghraib prison. Many of the roughly 100,000 Iraqis who were detained say they continue to suffer from the effects of their physical and mental torture. Sarah Sambar, an Iraqi researcher at Human Rights Watch, has been telling us more.
The US did take some steps to prosecute mostly low-ranking soldiers after the abuses were committed. But unfortunately, we didn't see any officers held accountable under the doctrine of command responsibility, which is something that the US has failed to do. And unfortunately, we also haven't seen prosecutions of perpetrators coupled with redress to their victims.
The border city of Eagle Pass in Texas has declared a state of emergency following a surge in migrants from Mexico. Nearly 9,000 people crossed into the US on Saturday. Mexico and the US have agreed that the migrants will be deported to their home countries. Our correspondent Joe Castro is in Eagle Pass.
And when they get finally to this point, when we're at the river, of course, which is separating here, the US, from Mexico on the other side, this is the final barrier. And that's why people are taking these immense risks to bring their families this far. Now you're seeing this group that just successfully waded across the water. They're now slowly making their way along the shore. And if you see this small child with the pink blanket, a baby of just months.
France says it will end its military presence in Niger by the end of the year. French President Emmanuel Macron also announced he's recalling the French ambassador. Junta leaders in the capital, in Niamey, welcomed the move, calling it towards sovereignty. Thousands of people have been protesting outside the French military base in Niamey for weeks. Hollywood screenwriters have reached a breakthrough with US studios and streaming companies in a deal that could end a nearly 5-month-long strike. The Writers Guild of America says the preliminary agreement now needs approval by its members. Thousands of television and film writers stopped work in May after disagreeing on pay and working conditions.